What's going on, everyone? Daniel Rodriguez here. It's time to review Wayward Pine Season 2, Episode 6, titled City Upon a Hill. Spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. It should take me about 3 minutes to recap it, give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thanks so much for joining me. Wayward Pine Season 2 has been awesome. So far, it's almost been better than Season 1. I'm kind of iffy on it right now. I love Season 1. I thought it was a really good season. It was only supposed to be a one and done. They ended up renewing it for a second season. You don't know what it's going to be like, and then they just totally revamp it, make it even better, new characters, and I love the new character, Theo Yedlin. He is a really fun character, and his acting, I believe his name is, I always forget the actor's name all the time, man. I always say I'm going to remember it, but then I don't. But he is really awesome. He really is. So, Abby's. The whole episode, Abby's, crazy things, action, Jason being the douche, annoying things, fun things. I'm happy with one part, and if you know me, if you know my Wayward Pines thrill, one person bit the dust tonight, and I was rejoicing. I was doing the dance. I was just so happy about it. Let's get into it. First off, it opens up with Pilcher on a helicopter. It's a flashback. We don't know when it was exactly set in time, but Pilcher was on a helicopter, and they were shooting a bunch of Abbies, and the Abbies were like, like SpongeGar and shit. They were like, they were like family. They were communicating with each other, and they're just smelling and eating and all that, and then all of a sudden they get shot, massacred. A few survive. They're helping their friends, drift them away, and Pilcher ends up landing near an area, and that's where they're going to build a fence. Theo is getting drunk because, of course, he's with the whole Rebecca and Xander thing, so he's getting drunk somewhere. Abby's attack. I'm sorry, I'm a little off right now. Abby's attack last week, where they were doing the thing outside the fence, and CJ's there, Adam and Teresa, and this is the most amazing thing. Adam was so intense. All of a sudden, Adam sees the fire like a few miles away, and he's like, "Everybody get up!" Like, he literally just screamed out loud and was like forcefully roaring, and I was like, damn, Adam had all that intensity inside him. It was pretty cool. Teresa is injured, and I don't even know how the Abbies got there so quick. We didn't see that. We only saw the fire. I guess they ran so damn quick, and Teresa ended up getting like a bad, nasty gash to like her stomach area and stuff, so she's really cut bad. Jason wants a baby, and his girlfriend, Katie or something, she wants a baby too. I hope not. I hope Jason dies before that baby comes. Or at least she dies, maybe when she's pregnant or something. It'd be really cool to see that and have them both die, because they're really you just want to punch them in the face. More of Jason, mostly. He's so annoying. He's so, oh god, this guy. They don't have minds, jeez. Anyway, the crops burn. Jason and the team fight the Abbies trying to save the crops. They didn't save it. All of it's burnt. It's gone. And they lost a lot of men out there. When a bunch of people went out to go fight the Abbies, a lot of people died. 35 people to be exact. Theo takes charge of the hospital. He says, "Stop!" And then he does his instructions, and he was a badass. Theo literally just he's the main head doctor, of course, but he literally just took charge, and everybody was like, oh, like, shit, all right, let's listen. That was my favorite scene, I think, in this whole episode, was where it was like almost a one-shot with the camera. And Teresa comes in, she's injured, and he's like, "Breathe. Okay, your name's Teresa, right? All right, you gotta breathe." And he punches a hole on her to make her breathe. And then the guy is like, "Dr. Yedlin, I need your help." And Theo's busy doing other things, And it's bloody, bleeding all over him, the guy. And he's like, "I need your help." And he talks he talks from the other side, put the finger in the artery and all that. Like, just a bunch of stuff. And it was so amazing. I love that scene. I don't know why. I was just smiling the whole time. The way it was done, the way it was acted, the way it was written, the way it was filmed. I don't know why. It was just such an intense... That was the most intense Wayward Pines scene I've seen so far for Season 2. So after that, Xander wants guns. He ended up getting guns and helping some people out from the fence, but they never showed that scene, actually, him helping. Now, Everywhere's bloody in the hospital. Teresa is alive and she's breathing. Crops are gone. Less than 6 weeks to survive without food. They're going to starve to death. Xander is questioned for guns. He ends up giving a shotgun, and they're like, all right, you have any other guns you want to give us? And he's like, no, and he's being sarcastic. He's being a little douchey. Xander's getting on my nerves. There's a funeral held for the 35 people that lost their lives. They're running low on medication. This is very bad. And honestly, I'm happy that they're going to starve, and I'm happy that they're losing medication, because that means that Jason failed. And that's what we want. We want him to fail. We don't want him to win. We don't want him to be the leader of Wayward Pines. Like, if I was Theo, I'd be like, well, we're running low on medications, and we're dead. And you know what I want Theo to... This is what I was thinking. If I was Theo, you know what I'd say? I'd say, listen here, you little shit. Me, CJ, and he points out all the people that were asleep and are not first generation. We are older than you. We've been on this earth longer than you. We're the OGs. We were 2,000 years... I was back 2,000 years ago, alright? So you think you're the leader of this place? You're not. And newsflash, I'm from 2,000 years ago. We're all dead. Or, in that case, I'm already dead. Simple as that. Tell Jason to get off that high horse. You ain't doing shit. Wayward Pines is coming to an end, and you gotta be happy for it. I'm not talking about the show, but I'm talking about the city. It's time to expand. It's time to leave the Wayward Pines area. It's time to build a new civilization, or at least make a truce with the Abbeys. Sorry for taking that time. Just wanted to kind of give my points out there. Teresa dies. She died, man. I'm very happy for that. But Adam kind of apologizes before she dies. We don't know if Adam killed her, because it's kind of like he was gone when she died. And I think he ended up pulling the plug, or not pulling the plug, but choking her or something. He did something to kill her. I don't know what he did, but he did it. And I gotta thank Adam for that. Thank you, Adam. The female Abby is very smart. She has like something more like 2 times the brain of a human being, and she understands. Now, thousands of Abbeys are outside of the gate, and they're roaring and they're scaring the people of Wayward Pines. What did I think about this episode overall? First off, let me give you the pros. I have to say the Abbeys, the look, the makeup, the effects. I love all the looks of the Abbeys, especially the beginning, giving us a glimpse into how they live their daily lives, the food, the water, them running around. There's a baby Abbey. We didn't get to see the baby Abbey up close, but it was, you kind of get a sense of, oh, it's a baby Abbey. Cute. You got to see more of the females. It was just kind of an insight of the Abbeys, and I really do enjoy that too. And the teeth and the... literally, it's crazy how they ended up making these creatures come to life. It's an intense episode. The hospital scene, like I said, there's blood squirting everywhere, headshots on Abbeys, blood. It's the whole, 9 yards, whatever you say, the whole 9 miles. It's crazy. I love the action in here. The hospital scenes were intense. There was a scene, which was very out of place, but it's still funny, where Arlene goes to Theo and she's like, I have a spare room in my apartment. Something like that. And Theo just kind of walks away. He just kind of walks away, man. And that was so funny, but it was like, it was stupid, but it was funny. I really dig that. The ending of the episode, it's teasing a bigger war. It's teasing that they want their queen. They want their main girl. This main girl could either start this war or she could end it. The opening, showing the flashbacks too in this, it all works out so well. It's a very fun, very entertaining episode. Adam was really cool. His screaming, he didn't really fight much. He just screamed and looked badass. Even the flashbacks showing Ethan. They showed Ethan in the flashbacks, man, giving a little Matt Dillon a little Mooney. They got to give him some money for that little Season 1 flashback appearance. Now, I'm not saying he came back to film that. That was already filmed in Season 1. But, he's shown on the show. Got to give him the money. So, he got some extra money right there. Every time it airs, he's going to get some money. Which is really cool. Anyway, Teresa being dead makes me happy. It just gets me stimulated. So I'm very happy for that. The only cons I have to really say for this episode, Xander and Rebecca, they keep on going. And you mentioned that I really didn't talk about Xander, or I didn't even mention Rebecca in this episode. And she did a few things. I don't care. She's waiting in Theo's office. It's like, go home. Go home. You're the new Teresa. You're the season 2 Teresa. Just go home, Rebecca, and I get the ring. You know, it's just go home. No one likes you, Teresa. Or not Teresa, I'm saying about Rebecca. You were cool when you were taking care of that little girl and stuff. Like, she has her moments. But Xander was being a douche to Theo when he was in the hallway, and like, just, they need to get together and go off and maybe like have just a bomb in the house and Theo could explode it. I don't know. I'm thinking out of my head. They never showed Pilcher again. They only showed Pilcher in the beginning. He said no words. They should have probably showed Pilcher again somewhere in the flashbacks. Jason, annoying, kill him. He had his moments. That whole funeral thing where he's like, he just doesn't look like a leader. He doesn't have that leader look. He doesn't have that leader material. He's not. You know, they need to hurry up and kind of end that. I hope that next week the Abbeys kind of take them out or take some people out. Like, because I'm okay with Wayward Pines, the city, being destroyed. You know, have the Abbeys come in, have them kill a bunch of people, because they have thousands of other people on pods. You could always rebuild them again. You know, so overall, I'm going to end up giving this Wayward Pines Season 2, Episode 5, called City Upon a Hill, or Episode 6, is it Episode 6? My bad, Episode 6, City Upon a Hill, a solid B. I thought it was a really good episode, very entertaining, awesome action, the blood, the squirting, intense, the directing, that one-shot look, very beautiful. Yes, problems, Xander, Rebecca, always showing Jason being a douche. They never know how to quit with Jason every now and then. But comment down below to me what you thought about Wayward Pines. What was your favorite part? What didn't you enjoy? What did you not enjoy? What do you think about the review? If you enjoyed it, leave a like on this. I really appreciate it. Comment, share with your friends. And if you want to see more content and reviews, movie reviews, trailer reactions, live streams, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, bye-bye.